Hello, and welcome to the EVEEchoChamber. Today, another episode of Prove It with another T4 destroyer. Today, the Coercer II versus a small Blood Raider 5. Let's get started. And yet again, this is a Mark III fit ship. We have Mark III small beam lasers, a Mark III heatsink, a Mark III small armor repairer, a Mark III small afterburner. The Stasis Webifier is Mark 5, but I don't really use it much. To remind you the purpose of these videos, this is showing you that you can take a Mark III fit ship into level 5 sites, so you can complete those sites and get the Mark 5 equipment, so you can continue progressing. And once again, to improve watchability, after the fight begins, the footage is at 2x speed. I have also improved my destroyer skills with this character. I have Destroyer Defense upgrade and Engineering to 4, but I am currently training Destroyer Command to 4. Remember when I was using the frigates, I had Frigate Command at 5. In this site I also change up my target prioritization a bit. I often kill the frigates before the destroyers, just because as a destroyer, you kill frigates very quickly. Yet again, please take note that I am in low security space, and when you are in low security space, you need to pay attention to the bottom left, local. How many people? Do you know the people? Do you think they're going to come into your site? And you should be ready to run away if they do. Or stay and fight if that's your thing. NetEase has just fixed a bug. Previously, people were invulnerable after they pressed the autopilot button. They could not actually be warp disrupted. Now you can be warp disrupted, but the typical plan, if somebody comes in your site, is still to press that autopilot button. I caution you again to not push the autopilot button if you have a criminal timer. If you have a criminal timer in low security space, and you push the button, you will warp to a station or a stargate, and you will get killed by gate guns. One of the advantages frigates and destroyers have over cruisers and larger is that our ships are smaller and more agile, and there's a better chance that when you hit that autopilot button, you'll be fast enough to escape when somebody else is trying to tackle you. Tackle is the word for putting a warp disruptor and or stasis webifier on you. You will notice we are back fighting Blood Raiders again instead of more Serpentis. This is because we switched back to my laser character with my laser ship, and we want to kill enemies that use lasers and armor repairers so that we can steal those lasers and armor repairers from their cold, dead bodies. If you are using a missile ship, you should be killing Guristas pirates. And if you are using a cannon ship, you should be killing Angels pirates. After you get the equipment equal to the level of the sites you want to run, you see this is a Mark III Coercer doing level 5 sites. After it is fully fit with Mark 5 equipment, you can feel free to change and fight any pirate you want to fight. That tip applies mostly to missile pilots, because there's a lot of competition for the missile sites. Everyone wants to kill Guristas to get the more valuable missile and shield drops. In my opinion, it's best to find some quiet system where you can run as many sites as you can. The money for us comes mostly from the bounties. You see my capacitor is running low. This is a typical problem with laser-based ships. Be very careful. Don't let your capacitor run out. Remember to be careful when you are looting, especially when a new wave is about to spawn. Typically when you loot after all enemies have been destroyed, your ship will be reduced to 0 speed, and then the enemy wave will spawn directly on top of you. Up success, and don't forget to loot, that would be very embarrassing. Runtime for this site was 12 minutes and 8 seconds. You could improve this time further by using Mk5 equipment, by improving your destroyer skills, by upgrading to Omega and getting the advanced and expert skills for destroyers and small weapons. But even with only a Mark III fit Coercer II, you could do 5 of these sites in just over an hour, getting 1.4 million per hour. Thank you for watching. This has been the EVEEchoChamber. Fly safe.